Welcome to Office Hours with Cheyenne Yvette. I'm gonna work on some video editing today. Probably not gonna be doing too much talking, but we'll see what happens. Most of the things I talk about be random, but I'm gonna try something different with the live stream. To try to increase my SEO, to improve my SEO. But I probably won't be on here too long, not feeling too well. Okay. Let me see the description. Okay. Copy. Check. I think this is gonna go. Where did it post to? YouTube and Twitch. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get out of that. I'm gonna close that and just get into my screen here. Perfect. Am I sharing the audio? Mm. Okay. Start from right here. Mm. I'm not hearing. Malcolm X speaks for us. What have I here? Emory Douglas. Wait, is it muted? No. Ugh. I don't understand why I don't have sound in this section. Emory Douglas. This would give me a hard time. And I'm like, where is the clip? Did I delete it? Oh, no, I didn't delete it. Something is off right here. Like these go right here. Like that is all lined up. Something up in here is not lined up. Unite. This artwork shows a group of Black Americans making a recognizable Black Power salute, thus communicating an expressive humanism while depicting a fight for cultural liberation. Layered on top of the strong verticals of raised arms, the word unite appears repeatedly in striking block letters that fit together like pieces of a puzzle. These art pieces embody the familiar imagery to foster strong emotions about self-love and inspire action and self-determination. Before I start chopping away some more, I just want to find my place because something is off. Like why? Emory Douglas. Was that all supposed to be cut off? No. Why doesn't this have sound? Which means I might have chopped out the scene because for some reason it just doesn't have sound. Okay. The first of which Seal created. Okay. Public. Mm-hmm. Okay. In 1967, Douglas met Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. Oh, I don't have his name. In 1967, Douglas met Emory Douglas. In 1967, Douglas met Huey P. Newton. Look at this in half. For this part probably doesn't matter, but it makes more sense to me, which is why I'm doing it. That's the heat coming on. Since the ice, everything has just been louder in my apartment. And I'm like, it's because I'm not doing too much, or is everything actually louder? Because it's working harder because of the ice. Emory Douglas. In 1967, Douglas met Huey P. Newton. Keep in mind, right before this, I was coughing and choking and had major vocal fry. I could not get through the sentence at all. So I had to cut out like at least 10 minutes of this because I had to make some tea. Seal, two young activists from Oakland who months earlier had founded the Black Panther Party, seeking to promote their civil rights agenda to primarily Black American audiences. The Panthers developed a newspaper, the first of which Seal created and published in April 1967. Douglas's familiarity with the print production process was a fruitful asset, as he employed simple tools like markers, rub-off type, and prefabricated texture materials to create his visually impactful designs. To keep costs low, each paper was printed in one or two colors, black ink, often with a contrasting bright color. His illustrations shone a spotlight on state-sanctioned brutality, depicting law enforcement officers and politicians as pigs, while also portraying Black people bearing arms and defeating their oppressors. Depicting law enforcement officers and politicians as pigs, while also portraying Black people bearing arms and defeating their oppressors. That might be too short. Depicting law enforcement officers and politicians as pigs, while also portraying Black people bearing arms and defeating their oppressors. As a sculptor and See, I knew. This might have been the one that I cut on accident. Malcolm X speaks for us. Elizabeth Catlett has said that the purpose of her art is to present Black people in their beauty and dignity for ourselves and others. I can tell I'm fighting through the vocal fry. As a sculptor and printmaker, but I didn't want to record this. I didn't want to record this again. So, as a sculptor and printmaker, she blends figurative and abstract traditions with social concerns. Malcolm X speaks for us. Elizabeth Catlett has said that the purpose of her art is to present Black people in their beauty and dignity for ourselves and others to understand and enjoy. Try that one. As a sculptor and printmaker, she blends figurative and abstract traditions with social concerns and has maintained a deep belief in the democratic power of printed art to reach large audiences. This image depicts people of different colors layered on top of each other, looking in different directions, symbolizing different walks of life. To the right is a stoic image of civil rights leader Malcolm X. Negro es bello too. This is a lithographic print juxtaposing two black faces stylized as African masks. The face in the top left quadrant is facing to our right, looking past the point of capture, and it does depict subtle signs of distress. The face in the bottom right quadrant is facing forward. These images are framed by yellow circular emblems with a black panther in the center. The words "Black is beautiful" are inscribed around each panther. By the way, let me know in the comments if you would like a future experience about the various art processes I discussed. Okay, zoom in. This can go, this can go, this I need from here, on out to like give me some room. Let me just move this down just a little bit so I can fit something. Oh, it didn't even move it down. It's okay. I'm putting it right here. I'm tired. And I got plenty of sleep today, but I think overall I'm just tired. This experience of planning for a snowstorm, and I didn't really prepare much, but working around people preparing and just the energy was exhausting. People are exhausting. Where did I just move this to? I can put guides here. 1 inch, a half an inch, move things in, everything in to whatever that first inch is. Okay. Okay, I need slides 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did it just give me? Okay. I select both of them. Will it download both of them? What did it give me? It gave me half of it. Okay, let me download this one. I'm an artist. And yeah, someone else can do this, but until I can afford to hire somebody to present my work properly, I'm going to have to do my best to do it myself. Import. Okay, it goes. This one first. I'm gonna make this okay. Okay. Is it 5 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. It is. Okay. You take me out of there. Okay. That's as I discussed. Okay. Make this a little longer. Can I edit that? Like, how do I change that? Or do I just have to move it? Make it 7 seconds. There's gotta be a way I could type that in and not have to do this, but oh well. Move this over. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yes. Okay, I will do is see if I can actually I'll leave it. Because how does it look when this isn't full? I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Actually, let me leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Oh, I need to add welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. 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 I kind of like that song a little bit. Okay. This I discuss. Okay. Pause. Next is supposed to be me. So I'm gonna cut all of this out. I'm Cheyenne Yvette, visual artist and architect. If I'm not supposed to cut it out, it is up there, and I just add it. I'm Cheyenne Yvette, visual artist and art director of the Cheyenne Yvette Art and Culture Archive. My primary mediums are printmaking and photography. Through my artwork, I explore Black identity from different cultural reference points by implementing layered storytelling through flat design. I graduated from Lincoln University with a Bachelor in Visual Arts with a minor in Strategic Communications. I later matriculated from the Maryland Institute College of Art with a Master of Professional Studies in the Business of Art and Design. I have shown my artwork in multiple cities across the country, including New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, and the Raleigh area where I live and work. I completed the following artwork from 2016 to 2017 during my senior capstone at Lincoln University. That's where I just cut off, I think. I just took that out. Or maybe not. I think I did. This is Africa. During my senior capstone at Lincoln University. This is Africa. This is a screen print layered with the background design in Adobe software. The background depicts warm, vivid colors of Adinkra symbols. These symbols remind people of the specific proverbs and ideas with special meanings such as love, patience, femininity, and strength. The next layer is a bold Black image of a woman, hair braided and styled in a hair wrap. Her hair and head combined form the shape of Africa. I wish I could do something about that, but I'm just gonna have to keep it in mind for my next the next time I do this. Strong Black woman. Inspired by Elizabeth Catlett's Negro es Bello 2. Strong Black Woman is another mixed media print juxtaposing two Black faces stylized as theater masks framed by. If you're wondering why I say two as opposed to dos, that's what my professor said. And anytime I said Negro es Bello dos, it just sounded weird. But I need to do some research. I might have heard both, but it is what it is. It's recorded. Kool-Aid color circular emblems, narrating a poem about the expectation of Black women to remain calm, cool, and collected, even though they may be feeling immense emotional pain. This piece was deeply inspired by Beyonce's Lemonade album and the book Sister Citizen, Shame, Stereotypes, and Black Women in America by Melissa Harris Perry. I think this gets cut out. It has to. What am I doing here? You can just hear my mouse. I tried to cut out as much as that as I possibly could. I'm Melissa Harris Perry. I think I'm good for the rest of this. Fast forward to 2020, during the protests that began as reactions to the murder of George Floyd, a 46-year-old unarmed African-American man by Minneapolis police during an arrest. During this time, I felt guilty about not wanting to join the protests, especially since this was during the same time as a global pandemic, and I lived with my grandmother, who was vulnerable to the disease. This added to my depression, especially being that I was deeply inspired by the Black Arts movement in college and had focused my creative energy to community-based organizations as I started my career. I didn't know what to say. I didn't have any images or the words. I was in shock. The constant consumption of imagery about the excessive use of force by the police became overwhelming. I became desensitized and then mentally withdrawn. It wasn't until later that it clicked. It's not the artist's job to protest in the streets. It is the artist's job to document the times. How can I do that when I am desensitized and withdrawn because of the mounting financial and emotional stress I was experiencing, plus the constant consumption of death by illness and excessive force by the police? This caused a lot of grief, so I drew what I know. I completed a self portrait titled Self. My hair might be my favorite aspect of myself. I love it because while it's not the most socially acceptable, for the most part, I always look good. Because of the density and texture, I can try different hairstyles with minimal damage. My hair might have been my first medium. My mom would braid my hair and I would put on the beads. I love trying different hairstyles, and it is the first thing I do when I feel like I need to pick myself up. So, of course, at a time when I was very depressed, that I couldn't create anything, I drew my hair straight from a picture in my phone. Simple. In my upcoming work, I discuss what I know, which is cosmetics, and how I use cosmetics and rituals to build a rhythm of living intentionally. This led me to have the desire to create again. My mission is to educate and express diverse Black American perspectives through art and experiences. Art conveys complex ideas, provokes reactions, and fosters understanding beyond words, functioning as a universal language. By examining art, you can learn about the beliefs and practices of certain cultures. Archiving is important for preserving cultures and preventing the erasure of lived experiences. Through this archive, I make art accessible for the masses to experience, expressing diverse perspectives through storytelling across different media. All right, I need to record an ending for that, and I think this is done. Look at me. Hi. Hi. All right, how long I've been up here? 30 minutes. I'm gonna cut it short, just so I can kind of brainstorm how I want to end this. And then I will be back at 3:30. So thank you for stopping by or watching.